Hello and welcome to week 2 of Advent. This weekend we will be lighting the second candle. And if you're using the traditional Advent candles, it will be another purple candle this week. And this second candle, it is sometimes called the Bethlehem candle or the peace candle. When Jesus came, he came as the Prince of Peace. We read that passage in Isaiah 9:6 where it's talking about this son that's going to be given, and his name is going to be called a Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. Jesus came to bring peace. He came to bring two different kinds of peace. There was a peace with God. He was restoring man's relationship to God, and he was also giving man access to the creator of the universe. Man no longer had to go through the high priest and through the temple and through all the rituals. Now man had access to the God of the universe because of this baby, because of Jesus. He brought peace with God, but he also brought the peace of God. This is this peace that really it is beyond our understanding. We can't comprehend it. It's a peace that just doesn't make sense. It's a soul that's calm and at rest despite the storms that are raging around us. That is the peace of God. It is supernatural, and Jesus came to bring that. And if you want some really practical tips on how to walk in that kind of peace, that peace of God, I encourage you to go back and listen to my longer teaching this week where I talk about that. But today, for our candle teaching, I want to focus on our role when it comes to peace, because Jesus came not only as the Prince of Peace, bringing peace for us, but he also commissioned us to be agents of peace. He told us that we are to be peacemakers. There's a verse in Proverbs 12:20 that says this. It says, "Those who promote peace have joy." I love that phrase, peace promoters. We live in a world that desperately needs people that will be peacemakers, those that will be out there promoting peace. But what does that look like? What does it look like for us to be a peacemaker? Listen, a peacemaker is not somebody who is a doormat. It does not mean that you steer clear of conflict, that you avoid the hard conversations, or that you just keep your mouth shut to keep the peace. Listen, that is not a peacemaker. A peacemaker is somebody who is actively seeking to reconcile people to God and to each other. And I want you to hear that. There is an activeness about being a peacemaker. A peacemaker is somebody who shows lots and lots of grace. They're looking for goodness. A peacemaker, they walk into a room and they just exude this calmness, the mercy, kindness, patience, lots of patience. A peacemaker, well, they're exuding the fruit of the Spirit. A peacemaker is somebody who mediates disputes. They're seeking for understanding. And like we talked about earlier, they're seeking to reconcile. There's this active seeking to reconcile people to God and to each other. And I realize that as we go into the holiday seasons, we will all find ourselves in different situations. You've got different family dynamics than I do. You're going to find yourself in different situations than I will. And so it might look a little different for each one of us. But my hope for you and for me during this Advent season is that we would not only cling tightly to the peace that Jesus came to bring us, but that we would also be sharers of that peace, that we would be peace promoters everywhere we go during this holiday season. And I want to encourage you, before you walk into a family gathering, before you go into that holiday party, just take a minute and stop, pray, ask Jesus to not only fill you with his peace, but ask the Holy Spirit to use you as a peacemaker and seek ways that you can actively seek to bring reconciliation to the people in your circles of influence. That's my prayer for you, and that's my prayer for me during this Advent season as we celebrate Jesus, the Prince of Peace. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope that you'll join me next week as we light the third candle in our Advent study. Have a great day.